Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video and I really hope you are having a wonderful day so far. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Christina, nice to meet you. I make videos here on YouTube all about inspirational content, how to live your best life, how to stay organized, and all of that kind of stuff. So if you really like watching those videos, then consider hitting the red subscribe button and join our YouTube family. So for today's video, we're gonna be talking about how to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. I've been seeing a lot of books and articles being written about waking up early, specifically waking up at 5 a.m. and how much this can increase the success in your life. So it's something that I've really been trying hard to do and that I've been doing a little bit of research into. So because I've been so interested in it, I wanted to make a video on it for you guys in case maybe you were interested in trying to wake up early and kind of deciding how to do that for yourself, because it is not easy to get up early. I am so guilty of laying in bed on my phone when I should be getting up and getting the day started. It can be really hard, but if you kind of adopt some of these habits and some of these little lifestyle changes, it can be a little bit easier to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. So that's what I'm going to share with you guys in today's video. So you might be wondering, Christina, why the heck would I ever put myself through getting up at 5 a.m. when I could just sleep until 9 o'clock and then get up when I'm ready? Well, the answer to this is that it's actually proven that when you get up this early, you are more successful in your daily life, you feel better, you feel more at peace because you feel like you've accomplished more. So there's definitely some benefits to getting up at 5 a.m. One, if you have a partner or roommates or a family, you're up before they are, so it gives you a few hours of peace in the morning to have some alone time to yourself before everybody else gets up. Another reason why waking up so early is really good is because if you've ever had this feeling that there's not enough hours in the day. So we're all really busy people. Sometimes the day just gets ahead of us and by the time we know it, it's nighttime and we're thinking, where did the day go? There's still so much more things that I wanted to get accomplished today, but everything just moved too fast and I didn't get it done. But when you wake up at 5 a.m., if you don't have to be to work until 8:30 or 9, think about all of this extra time that you're given in the day to accomplish some things that you need to do. I really like the extra freedom that you're given when you wake up so early, like at 5 a.m., because you can use this time just for self-care, for alone time, but you can also use it to work on side hustles or side projects before you go to work in the morning. So if you're gonna be making the shift from waking up at 7:30 or 8 to moving to 5 a.m., first thing I wanna talk about, or the first tip that I want to give you guys, is starting with a good night routine. So your day really starts with the night before and having an organized night before. So this starts with a routine, and that's why I really like to have a relaxing, peaceful night routine so that by the time I'm ready for bed, I can really unwind and then get a good sleep and I'm ready to wake up early the next day. I like to do things a part of my night routine that will make my life easier in the morning. So I try and prep my breakfast beforehand, I put water in the kettle, I put my tea bag in my mug, I have everything ready to go so then when I wake up in the morning, I don't have to make decisions, everything is as easy as possible, so then I can just slide through my morning because usually I'm really tired, so if I don't have to do anything extra, then it makes me feel better in the morning. If you know you're gonna be getting up really early the next morning, it's important to get a good sleep and to go to bed early. So that's why I try to turn off my phone, my laptop, and not watch TV at least an hour before I go to bed. So I use this time to maybe just do some reading or some writing so that I can turn my brain off and there's not a million thoughts or pictures going through my mind while I'm trying to get to sleep. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about how you can actually get up and get out of bed in the morning, and this all starts with your alarm. Now I know alarms are awful. I always hear my alarm in the morning and the sound just goes right through me. Has this ever happened to you where you hear your alarm sound somewhere else throughout the day? Like maybe you hear it on the radio or something when you're driving and somebody uses that exact same sound and then it literally gives you like flashbacks to the morning and you feel so gross inside. That always happens to me. So now what I do with my alarm is I've changed it from any type of like big loud sound that's gonna put me in a bad mood first thing, and I put on something super peaceful. So there's some songs that I really like that are really peaceful that I'll use, but I always switch up the song so that I never get sick of it, because if you start to associate that song with your alarm in the morning, you might not like it. So if you're gonna be using a nice song, just make sure to switch it up so that you don't start associating it with having to get up in the morning. But the key to having a nice alarm to get you up in the morning is just something, a nice soft sound, so that it's not something blaring in your ear first thing. Now, as I said at the beginning of this video, I am so bad for reaching over after my alarm goes off, grabbing my phone, and then scrolling through YouTube and Instagram for like a half an hour after I should be getting up and getting ready. So what I've been doing is setting my alarm in the nighttime and putting my phone as far away from my bed as possible. So I sleep here and then I put my phone all the way over here on my vanity table where I get ready. So there is no reaching over and just turning off my alarm in the morning. I have to actually get up and get out of bed to turn it off. And then once you're up out of bed, you're so much more likely to just continue your day rather than go back to bed. Sometimes that happens, but you really got to push yourself to stay up and out of bed and get your day started. When I was doing research for this video of how to get yourself up and out of bed first thing in the morning, something that a lot of people were talking about is not thinking when your alarm goes off and jumping right out of bed. Because if you give yourself a chance to think about what you have to do during the day, you're more likely to just stay laying in bed, dreading all of the tasks that you have to do because you're super tired, probably a little bit cranky. So what you have to do is just train yourself that when you hear that sound, that alarm sound, you just pull off the covers and get right out of bed without even thinking about it. So obviously you're probably not going to do this first thing. It will take practice and it's kind of like building a new habit. But if you start working towards it, hopefully for a couple weeks or after a couple weeks, you can start to get out of bed without even thinking and just beginning your morning routine. Something that's really helpful for waking you up in the morning is a big glass of water. So often the first thing that we do when we get up in the morning is go for a big cup of coffee or a big cup of tea and fill our bodies with that. But actually, there's been research done that a big cup of water will do almost the same thing as a cup of coffee, and it'll make you feel even better because it actually gets yourself rehydrated, it gets your digestive system moving, and you just feel better in the long run. So something that you should be doing in the morning is keeping like a hydro flask or a bottle that's going to keep your water cold throughout the night. Fill it up the night before and then leave it in your room. So then the minute you get up, you can take a big drink of nice cold water and it's going to wake you up and get everything started again for the day. A really great way to get yourself excited for getting up early is to treat yourself in the morning, specifically when you're trying to make this new habit of getting up really early. So ideally, you're going to be using this extra time in the morning to do things that are really productive and get you closer to your goals. But while you're first trying to wake up at 5 a.m., it's a good idea to reward yourself for getting up early. Maybe take a super relaxing bath or spend some time watching your favorite TV show. Do something that's going to actually make you excited to get out of bed early so then you can start making that habit. And once you have that habit down pat, you can start doing projects and little things that are going to be more productive. It's important to remember that waking up early really is a habit, so that's why it's important to stay consistent. So if you're waking up super early all the time, it's good to keep with this habit rather than always switching your sleeping patterns, because that's just going to confuse your body and it's going to make it harder in the long run for you to keep waking up early. So for example, if you wake up at 5 a.m. every morning, it's helpful to try and do this every single morning rather than take breaks. So maybe on your day off, you like to sleep in. So I'm not saying don't sleep in, because trust me, I love sleeping in. I love my sleep, but maybe just try to sleep in an extra hour or so rather than until like 10:30 or 11 o'clock, because that's a really big jump. So it's going to make it harder to go back to that 5 a.m. wake up time when you actually try and do it. So now that I've shared all of the tips with you guys of how to wake up early in the morning at 5 a.m., please let me know in the comments if this is something that you guys are going to try. I'm really excited to wake up at 5 a.m. because I want to get some more hours in the day and have some more time to work on my projects, specifically the project that I'm working on that I'm going to tell you guys about soon. I'm so excited to launch it and just explain what I've been working on to you guys. But yeah, like having a few extra hours in the morning will be so awesome to just work on some extra projects, maybe do some more YouTube videos, and just feel more accomplished in my life. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and also hit the red subscribe button so that you can join our YouTube family. I also have my Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook linked down below for you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!